Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to K.O.W. Friday Night Fights, and we are on our final Friday Night Fight before the biggest pay-per-view in pro wrestling history, Clash of Immortals. And, well, tonight we have a lineup of amazing matches for you with a number of amazing, we could say, rewards, or perhaps even stipulations hanging in the balance. And this is one of those matches, because tonight, right now, to kick off our show, we're going to be having the Stupidity crew. As you can see, Marty Wells and Clayton Cross, the Chosen Two, will take on the Sages of Savagery. And if the Stupidity crew wins against the Sages of Savagery, they will become the #1 contenders to the tag team titles, which means at Clash of Immortals, they will get their title shot at those beautiful K.O.W. tag team titles. Now, if they lose, well, the Stupidity crew told General Manager Sherman that he will have to find somebody else that A, is not on the injured reserve, and B, is not the Stupidity crew. And if he can't, they'll get Clash of Immortals off. So it sounds like they're very confident in not having to defend those tag titles at Clash of Immortals. But ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, perhaps the Stupidity crew talking a little strategy in the middle of the ring as the tag team champs make their way down to the ring. Keyshawn Jesso and Jalen Graves have done everything they possibly can to ensure they don't have #1 contenders to their tag titles for Clash of Immortals. And, well, so far they've been successful, taking out Zachary East, taking out Kyle Kane, and man, oh man, have they been doing everything they can to continue that streak, because, well, they're looking to knock off the Stupidity crew, who beat them last week. So, hopefully, maybe the Stupidity crew can keep that rolling, so we will get a tag team title match at Clash of Immortals. Marty Wells is going to kick it off, and so is Keyshawn Jesso. And here we go, match is underway. And right off the bat, Marty Wells very ready for whatever the Stupidity crew throws at them. Ooh, quick put down and pin combination for Keyshawn Jesso, perhaps wanting to end this match quickly. Or perhaps taking the Stupidity crew just a little too lightly. Earlier today, Keyshawn Jesso said that they shouldn't have even had to compete tonight against the Stupidity crew, because the Stupidity crew have earned nothing that they have gotten thus far. And, well, the Stupidity crew is doing what they need to prove them wrong. So Marty Wells goes and makes a tag, and Keyshawn will also make a tag to Jalen. And right out the back, Jalen, pretty good. Both fresher men are now in. Irish whip into the corner. Oh, and a huge punch. And now, oh, big drop kick straight to the face of Jalen Graves. Or rather, Jalen delivering that huge drop kick. And a big uppercut by Clayton Cross. Oh. And Jalen putting down Clayton Cross, goes for another pin. One. Only a 1 count once again for the Sages. And now Jalen Graves going up to the second rope. Oh, big senton. Big senton. And now perhaps looking to do a bit more damage. No, it is Clayton Cross with a big uppercut. And now Jalen Graves puts him down to the mat. Goes for the pin off the big counter. One. Only a 1 count. And perhaps the Sages doing a little bit of underestimating of the Stupidity crew. And now Clayton Cross is going to go make a tag, which is probably a good idea. And Jalen Graves hyping himself up. Oh! And a big punch. And now Jalen Graves sending Marty Wells into the ropes, but Marty Wells, big counter. But it is Jalen Graves rolling him up, goes for the pin. 1, 2, not even a 2 count. And now sending him into his corner, makes the tag. Looks like a little bit of teamwork going on here for the Sages. Oh, stereo super kicks. Oh, but Marty Wells does make the tag to Clayton Cross. And it's Clayton Cross with a big counter. Oh, big stomp by Clayton Cross. And a big clothesline to follow up. And another big stomp. And Clayton Cross is now on a roll. And a big stupidity drop. And now, perhaps signaling for something big. Oh, big cross section. Big cross section. Pulls him towards the middle of the ring. Now rolling him over. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out for the Sages, who obviously are pretty desperate not to lose this and have #1 contenders. And now Marty Wells working the knee, perhaps setting him up for something. Oh, big on a roll clothesline for Marty Wells, and now picks him up. And now Keyshawn tags in the fresher Jalen Graves, who right off the bat takes control of the situation. And sends him into the corner. And now stomps him in the corner, looking maybe for something big. Sages. Oh. Oh. And a big head crusher for the Sages. Goes for the pin off the head crusher. 1, 2. And a 2 count. And now Jalen Graves perhaps looking for something big. Goes up to the top rope. Perhaps looking for a Sages splash. Sages splash. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And the Sages of Savagery do not have opponents for Clash of Immortals. Wow. What unfortunate luck for the Stupidity crew. And what is General Manager Sherman going to do about the Sages' lack of competition or #1 contenders for their titles? We will have to wait and find out. And the Sages look like they couldn't be happier about it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a huge match in its own right and a little bit of friendly competition, or at least that's how it was put when this match was made. And as you can see, the #1 contender to the Infinite Championship, David Bowe, making his way down to the ring. And this match is a huge match because last week, after the Champions versus Champions match, where, of course, Dylan Styles knocked off Adam Mays, and then Sunday, when I believe it was David Bowe knocked off David Reich, I could be wrong about that, there was a little bit of a back and forth conversation between David Bowe and Dylan Styles, talking about how they need a little bit more to get ready for their match at Clash of Immortals. And so Dylan Styles challenged David Bowe to a little bit of friendly competition tonight. And after David Bowe agreed to it, General Manager Sherman made the match. And so we're going to get a huge match tonight for you. And it's not even our main event, when David Bowe takes on his former tag team partner and best friend, the K.O.W. World Champion, Dylan Styles, a man who has been undefeated since winning the K.O.W. World Championship. And David Bowe gets the tall task of competing against him, all in good fun and in the name of friendly competition, as both these two doing everything they can to prepare for their huge matches this Wednesday at Clash of Immortals. And speaking of Clash of Immortals, you're not going to want to miss it. Wednesday at Clash of Immortals, we're going to have the K.O.W. World Champion, Dylan Styles, defend his K.O.W. World Championship against the one and only David Reich in a one-on-one match. And those two get to clash for the title. And not to mention, Dylan Styles' opponent tonight, David Bowe, also looks to capture his first championship gold at Clash of Immortals when he takes on Adam Mays for the K.O.W. Infinite Championship. And so you can see why both of these guys would want a match tonight to prepare them for Wednesday. So here we go. David Bowe and Dylan Styles one-on-one in a little bit of good old friendly competition. And right out the gate, it looks like Dylan Styles will take the advantage over David Bowe. Big stomps. Oh, and a big kick. And now bouncing him off the ropes for a big suplex. Now going up to the second rope, signaling for him to get up. And I doubt that Dylan Styles will take David Bowe lightly. Knows what David Bowe is capable of. These two had an amazing match in the tournament to determine the first ever K.O.W. World Champion. And so it would not surprise me, former tag team partners as well, as if this match becomes one of the classics that many go back to in the history of K.O.W. And so far, a pretty dominant performance for Dylan Styles, as per the usual. Now goes for the pin off the Gutbuster. Only a one count. But I'm sure Dylan Styles wasn't looking to win, more so to just test the waters. Oh, David Bowe now fighting back. Big drop kick. And now puts him down, goes for a pin. Only a one count on the K.O.W. World Champion. And it would mean some pretty big things for David Bowe if he could find a way to knock off the World Champion. Uh-oh. Could this be? Yes. Oh, hanging him up on the ropes. And perhaps we know what this usually gets followed up with. Could it be? Yes, he's calling for it. It's time for a Kingslayer. Kingslayer goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And Dylan Styles continues to dominate as he makes his way to Clash of Immortals to defend his championship. But you still have to applaud at least the effort by David Bowe and his attempt, and even just accepting this match against the undefeated K.O.W. World Champion, Dylan Styles. What a huge match. And a match that we didn't expect to be so quick, but perhaps this just goes to show that Dylan Styles just has one setting when he gets in the ring, and that is go. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's main event time. And a huge match with a lot on the line. This woman here, Kayla, and her tag team partner, a woman who qualified Sunday to be in the fatal 4-way elimination match for the women's light heavyweight championship, will be taking on the team of the Cosplay Bays. And what a huge match this is, because if the Cosplay Bays can win this match and Bad and Backwoods lose their match Sunday, there will be a finals matchup between the Cosplay Bays and Bad and Backwoods at Clash of Immortal on the kickoff show. However, if the Cosplay Bays lose tonight's match, Bad and Backwoods automatically qualify as the second team and will win the women's tag team extravaganza. However, if the Cosplay Bays win tonight and Bad and Backwoods win on Sunday's show, then Bad and Backwoods will once again automatically advance. And so now it's do or die for the Cosplay Bays. And as we all seen, Sara Gobb, Kayla May's tag team partner and the woman making her way down to the ring at this time, she actually knocked off one half of the Cosplay Bays on Sunday's show to qualify for the fatal 4-way light heavyweight championship match. And that creates an interesting dynamic here tonight, because now the question is, now that there is a tag team match with their partners involved, will the result be the same or will it be different? That's what we're here to find out. But regardless, this match is huge with a lot riding on the line. And you're not going to want to miss Sunday's show, K.O.W. Sunday Showdown, when we will see that final match of the women's tag team extravaganza. If the Cosplay Bays do win tonight, we will see Bad and Backwoods take on the team of Aaron Cassidy and Morgan Shea. And if not, well, then obviously we won't get that match. Also, just announced on Sunday's show, we will have not just announced, but announced Sunday, rather, that on this coming Sunday's show, it will be the final match to determine the final woman in the fatal 4-way elimination match for the women's light heavyweight championship, as Juma Sims takes on Jordan Nooks for the final spot in the fatal 4-way elimination match. So, huge matches for Sunday, plus one other match that has not yet been announced. But as you all know, you're not going to want to miss Sunday's Showdown for some huge action. And as we can see now, the Cosplay Bays making their way down to the ring. We asked Mariah Marie and Meg Ted in an interview earlier today how they felt about the fact that Mariah Marie did not qualify for the women's light heavyweight championship match, and she said, it's not that big of a problem. We are, after all, tag team specialists, and so we must focus on the real prize, the tag team titles, and winning tonight will put us in prime position for those titles. And it'll all come down to Bad and Backwoods. So confident are the Cosplay Bays even after Sunday's loss for Mariah Marie, but we'll have to see if they can pull off this win and hope for a miracle Sunday. So here we go. Kayla May to start for her team. Mariah Marie to start for hers. Oh, right out of the gate. Kayla May. Oh, huge powerbomb. And Mariah Marie wants none of it. So out the gate, Kayla May and her tag team partner starting strong. Oh, big punch to the face by Mariah Marie, and now picking up Kayla May and sending her back into the ring. Oh, I'm working that arm and the leg. Oh, and then the big gut stomp before working that back. And so it looks like the Cosplay Bays turning it around here. Oh, and Mariah Marie just excellently working over Kayla May's arms and body, perhaps getting ready for their potential enders here. And now it's Kayla May dragging Mariah Marie towards her corner as she makes the tag to Sara Gobb. Of course, one of 4 women in Wednesday's Fatal 4-Way Elimination match for the K.O.W. Women's Light Heavyweight Championship. Big knee to the face for Sara Gobb. And now she and her tag team partner find themselves in control. Not anymore, though. Big European uppercut on Sara Gobb from Mariah Marie, now sending her into her corner. So we know that it will be Haley J and Jennifer Pace joining Sara Gobb for that Fatal 4-Way Elimination match. The question is, who is going to join them? Will it be Sara Gobb's Jalen Braden's tag team partner, Juma Sims, or will it be Jennifer Pace's former tag team partner, I guess you could say, Jordan Nooks? We'll have to wait and see how that plays out Sunday. Now Sara Gobb regaining control for her team as she tags in Kayla May. Perhaps not ideal, seeing as how Kayla May has taken a little bit more damage, I'd say, than Sara Gobb. Oh, big neck breaker. Oh. And just working that head. And now pulling her towards her corner. Going up top, some high-risk offense. This could pay out big time or be very bad, and it is very bad. Oh. And a big kick to the ankle. Now it's Kayla May who's going to try her hand at some high-risk offense, and she too misses. And now Meg Ted picks up Kayla May, perhaps looking for something huge. She's looking for it. She is. Big pile driver. Goes for the pin off the leaping pile driver. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Only a 2 count. And now sending her into her corner. And now the Cosplay Bays making a big tag. Perhaps they're looking for it. It is the Convention Bomb. Convention Bomb. Goes for the pin off the Convention Bomb. And Sara Gobb stops it before even a 1 count is made. And man, oh man. Big break for Kayla May. And now Mariah Marie rolling her over. Goes for the pin here. 1. Only a 1 count for Mariah Marie. And now sending Kayla May back into their corner. And a big tag. Some double team action going on here for the Cosplay Bays. And now it's Meg Ted who finds herself right back in. Now going for the pin on Kayla May. 1, 2. Only a 2 count for Meg Ted. Oh. And she misses the big drop kick to the back of the neck. And it's Kayla May who now counters that. Picks back up Meg Ted. And it's Meg Ted. Now rolls up Kayla May. Goes for the big roll-up pin. 1, 2, 3. And the Cosplay Bays with a huge upset, or rather surprise roll-up win for the Cosplay Bays. And look at that, ladies and gentlemen. It now comes down to 1 match. Sunday. Bad and Backwoods, the only undefeated team in the tournament, must remain undefeated as they take on Aaron Cassidy and Morgan Shea. If Bad and Backwoods win, they will become the 2nd team to qualify for the women's tag team titles. If they lose, there will be a finals match at Clash of Immortals. everything is to play for Sunday, and no one wants to walk away a loser. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the last Friday Night Fights before Clash of Immortals. Thank you all for joining us, and join us Sunday for the last Sunday showdown before Clash of Immortals.